I guess this is the end of the conference here, but it's not the end of all of the work we've done, the relationships we've built, the legacy I think that we have left for Houston. It's interesting when we go back to, I think it was August 2012 when we had our first meeting to try and talk about what it would take to try and bring the conference to Houston, how we would try and bring it together. And even at that point, we were trying to figure out what the theme of the conference was going to be. And we had various different ideas, various different things in terms of how we were going to try and bring this whole thing together. Fast forward 18 months, here's where we are. Right? We've just accomplished an amazing conference. We've set a new standard. We've raised the bar over and above to a point where I had the chairs for the 2003, 2005, 2007 conferences all saying, you have surpassed what we did. And keep in mind, they had a Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, huge names with their conferences. And even with that, they're looking at the Houston conference and saying, I don't know how we can top this. So for that, everybody, thank you. Okay, so I know all of us want to just get out of here. At least I know I want to get out of here, get a beer, just relax, take it easy, get out of right eye. I know we're going to get a beer. We're really going to kick this up. So to start off, folks that are part of the marketing team, please come up and receive your award from Witty.
I have already given away.
Anybody that is part of the marketing team, or I can start using that picture.
Yeah, we've already
Okay, so the marketing team is done. So the marketing team, being super efficient, had actually gone ahead and completed their work.
Thank you very much. No, sincerely guys, I really want to share one thing with you guys. Like in the last 18 months, we had a lot of meetings, we had a lot of planning, we had a lot of dinners at Madras Pavilion, we had a lot of meetings in my office, with coffee, and sometimes we lost it. We used to argue on certain things, we tried to say, but end of the day, everybody was looking for a successful conference. And we have shown that we have got it, we have done it, we have delivered it. So in this whole, I should say, the journey of 18 months, if I have said personally wrong to anyone in the whole world, I'm sorry for that, I apologize. Because in that moment, we were all looking at a goal, objective. And during that time, sometimes you have to say something which people don't like it. And I'm saying on behalf of TK also. So you're all in the same boat. But we don't mean bad for anyone. We really care about for the team, for the conference, so that it has been proven. The whole Houston is telling me that guys, you did a great job, man. Your team, I know how you did it. And that name I can give you, that Renu Couture, David Lieber.
She danced, yes.
Yeah, she danced. That was because of me. So Vanita Bellani, you name it. Everybody said, hey, you guys have done a remarkable job. Vijay Guradia, P. Harish, he was there in the morning. He said, man, I especially don't tell anyone I'm here. I want to just enjoy the conference. Constant Journal, he was there for the whole day in the morning. So people really like this conference. And everybody has given compliments to me. Hey, you guys have done a great job for that. So a big round of applause for all the volunteers who have worked for this conference. And you know what? I know people have not come to you, but they have come to me. And I have not got a single complaint. Of course, one, that the vegetable pakoda was not available the first day. That's the only complaint I got in the 3 days. And that came from IIT Roorkee.
And I was not in that meeting.
You're not in that meeting.
Yeah.
But no, on a serious note, thank you very much. And because of you, this went well. We got appreciation. The media is happy. The people are happy, and we have made good friends. And going forward, let's live like a family in Houston. Let's party. Let's meet once in a month, once in 15 days, once in 3 months. Let's build a relationship. End of the day, our children, your children.
Can we decide on volunteer appreciation day?
Yes, that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, Madras Pavilion offered that they were, once we get
So,
Right, so what Abhijit's talking about, just for everybody, is that sometime in January 2014, we didn't set the date because we know we need to kind of relax, take some time over the holidays, just take it easy. But sometime in January 2014, we want to bring the whole team together and we want to have a really solid, good appreciation dinner for the whole team and kind of their families as well. So given that, I know we need to kind of do some amount of planning, kind of figure out what the date is. I don't know, Vijay, if we can figure out the exact date right now, but I think we can give that task to Whitty, and Whitty will quickly delegate it to somebody and we can do it.
I think we definitely have to do this dinner or lunch, whatever you plan to do, but finance team and I have to work together and I have to ask the host or the person, Madras Pavilion, to raise the invoice and give it to me tomorrow for the January dinner, so that when we close our accounts with NIIT, that is covered. Yeah. So I just want that every shift should be expense and all the invoices has to come prior to 8th of December, so that we have to close our books and hand over to NIIT. So
they've actually given it the way it's going to work.
that's why we can talk offline, but we have to cover the expense and we have to have a fantastic, great dinner. No compromise in that. Thank you very much. And so going on with this award ceremony, I should ask the first Huzefa, please. Man, such a wonderful job he has done.
You really have done.
Really, I'm not saying for the sake of saying. He has really, hats off to you, man. Hats off to you. Thank you very much.
So many things you have done.
All times.
So you have a cameraman, I think you have.
Yes.
Come on, you should be here with me, man. Shalja.
So you have.
You came late on board, but it was wonderful what you have done with the magazine and brochure and everything. Thank you very much for helping us. Thank you very much for helping us with everything you have done. Thank you very much. I should not be late, friendly. Come on, please. Surya. Hey, Surya. Okay, my apologies. I know most of the volunteers what they have done, but if somebody can tell me
He was in the media room.
He was in the media room. He
Thank you,
covered.
Surya. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me just give you the certificates for others so that people know.
Let's tell the name.
So I think all the certificates you have, keep the T-shirts with it. So if we have the certificate, we still have to give it. Chakraborty, like.
Avik Chakravarti, he was the graphic designer for the backdrops. He's from India. Yes, we have to pay him some money. He is a fine arts student and did a fabulous job. Went through many iterations. And Shorab Sarkar, junior of mine from IIT Kharagpur, did the videos. Vivek Kishore did the website. He's done a lot of work on backing up Shubhato Das, Gaurav Agarwal on the website, and Mimi Gupta initially on a lot of the communication and the letters. So thanks.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you very much. So next set of volunteers. Program team. Anybody from program? I put you this here so you can meet.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. Vishal was there, right? But you have Vivek Vishal.
I have
It's also no, this is hand. That was printed, so I just leave it here. Puneet Agarwal. You keep your secretary back here. So I think most of the people know Dr. Puneet Agarwal because we had two Puneet Agarwals. One was Dr. Puneet Agarwal, one was Mr. Puneet Agarwal. So their email said that Mr. and Puneet ut@gmail.com, right? So Puneet has done great work. In fact, he was working with Pradeep and Sunil, and I think calling all the speakers, making sure they have sent their content, their pictures, their bio, and all these 86 speakers. Everybody's got an ego. So this was the guy who was struggling with the ego. Hey, your picture is right and your norm, and I can change it, I can do this thing. But thank you very much, Puneet, for everything you have done, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Mohan Natrajan, again a great guy, fantastic guy, helped us. He helped us with the sponsorship also with ExxonMobil. He was backstage last day when Ishwar was gone, so he has done a lot for us. So if you see, I've got a certificate printed for him, so not handed to him. Yeah, our next one is, of course, everybody knows Malik Pucha. Failure is not an option. This person has been working more than 6 months dedicatedly to get NASA for the conference. He has gone through a lot of meetings, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls. I think he has contacted more than 6 to 8 people in NASA to make Gene Crank show happen. So hats off to him. And at that age, he was wonder. He was so energetic, passionate, and he delivered it. Thank you, Malik. So give it to him. Anand Gupta, again from program. I saw him great work. Worked with Pradeep and Sunil, of course Pratish, and he was part of some. Pratish, I need your help, man.
Yeah, so Anand Gupta helped a lot on the energy track with the program team. Okay. Next, we've got Arun Rajamani, who helped with the sustainability track and brought some great speakers to the sustainability track, working along with Puneet. Did some great work specifically around that area, but then also just in general for the program team as well. All right. So next up, we have the person that is actually in New Zealand or on his way to New Zealand right now, but was instrumental in setting the stage for getting everything kind of set up for us to be on track, Ishwar Iyer. So Ishwar was a guy that wrote up the script for every single minute of what we were going to do, made sure that everybody knew about it. And so a lot of our success really goes to Ishwar. All right, Kush was part of the program team. He was what Pradeep, I think, generally called the rover. So the person that was generally going to be doing lots of different things on the team. He helped out with multiple areas, and Kush was just one of those guys on the program team that helped wherever he needed to step in and provide assistance. All right, and then we have an award for Dr. Atul Bardachari, who is leading the Life Sciences track. Atul is not here, his sister is here, Anju Bardachari. And so...
Thank you.
Thank you. And so...
Take a nice photograph.
And pretend to be at home here.
All right. Okay, then we have the person that that was instrumental in trying to ensure that, again, failure is not an option, but it's not only Pooja. In this case, it was Sanjay Jain. So if you think about it, Miss America, we find out Miss America is not going to be here. We find out, we try to figure out other options of how are we going to try and land this aircraft or spacecraft that's kind of spinning out of control a little bit, and we bring it in for some sort of a reasonable landing. And when I looked around the room, lots of people there, just worked out amazing. So for Sanjay Jain, who brought Miss America to the conference. So next up is the finance team, where of course, show me the money is the statement of the day. So first of all, we have Gaurav Jolly, who was the accountant of the team, provided a lot of the detailed financials, looked at putting together the QuickBooks accounting. Again, in terms of setting a standard for the type of work we do and what we've done with this conference. It's not just take the information, throw them into 50 different spreadsheets and try and track information. In this case, it's very professionally done in an accounting software, so there's clear audit of exactly how we ran the conference. So, for Gaurav Jolly. Okay, next after that is Shamant Shankar. So, Shamant had there's Shamant. So, Shamant had a baby boy, 6 weeks old, and even while the baby boy was 6 weeks old, he figured out how to help. Last minute came in, figured out how to get the mobile option figured out. So, Shamant, thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. IT.
Yep, absolutely. Next up is the sponsorship team. So we are going to start off with a person that not just handled sponsorship, but then also jumped onto various other teams, did whatever needed to be done to figure out how he could help in multiple ways. Ravi Gudetti.
Hey, Ravi.
He's a remarkable guy. You know, I'll give you an example. I was trying to tell him that you have done a lot of our exhibition, and I'm honest with you guys. I wanted him to go and take all the pride for the exhibition. He said no. When the chair Vinay Mehta is there, I will not go. So hats off to you, and I really want people like you in our team. Thank you very much, Ravi. Thank you.
And then
Let me state something about Ravi. Yeah, please come.
Let me talk about TK first. In terms of his personality, obviously you have seen he's calm under pressure and everything, right? But yesterday he came to me asking, he wanted to bring his father-in-law also to the conference. And we have given a whole bunch of free passes as a sponsor. I said, you have to just ask. He said, no, I'll pay the full price. Even at that point, the way he was behaving, the way he was conducting, it was remarkable. So, a big round of applause to Ravi. There isn't a team probably which he hasn't touched. Outreach he has touched on his own. He went out on his own, helping out. Sponsorship, exhibition, operation. So I don't think there is a person in the whole team who has done as much as he has done. Thank you.
Ravi, you're great, because we were trying to cut down the exhibition session altogether, but he refused to take the award. Finally, Vinay came and said, we'll keep it back now. Because if Vinay had not been here, he was saying, I'll not take any award because I'm not done work. He has done it. So thank you, Ravi. And one more thing I want to share. Same sort of scenario. One of our volunteers sitting here, his mother-in-law came from India, and he said, "Look, I want to get my mother-in-law for the Usha Uttam thing." I said, "Yeah, great. Let me know, and definitely we'll do something." And within half an hour, I got an email. I've already registered her. I paid money for her. Punita Agarwal. So he didn't even wait for me to say yes, no, by 10 minutes, already registered. I paid money, registered, she's coming. So thank you, Puneet. Thank you very much, man.
And then we've got a person that jumped into sponsorship, on the sponsorship team in multiple ways, and provided contribution in a number of different areas, helped also make a kind of a personal donation to the overall finances, help in multiple ways to kind of close out a number of accounts, and that is Dharmesh Prasad.
Again, I got this name from one of the chairs, the co-chairs, Vijendra Rao.
We got them to call the DS for the final, usually the final push for sponsorship.
Okay,
Email and call the DS to see if we can get
that's good. Thank you very much. And if you just let us know that we have appreciated his efforts. Again, one name came to me was Krishna.
Yeah.
That-
Give up to Vijay.
Tadi Meti.
Right.
Okay, Tadi Meti. So thank you to Krishna. You have to give him a award?
I don't think so. Okay, so this next individual always had an interesting wisecrack to every kind of email that went out, and as much as all of us kept trying to tell him, all right, there's things that need to be done. There's a lot that needs to be closed out. Every so often he'd have this wisecrack remark that would go out in an email, and it would completely lighten up the mood. But beneath all of that, he just got a lot of the stuff done, whatever it was. He figured out how to manage it, run it, deliver it. And the sponsorship team, Sheila Vidya Basu.
You also multiple different areas wherever it
So-
was needed.
So he was the spare wheel of our Mercedes Benz. I should not say so, I'm sorry.
I thought it was so scary.
Say Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You should have.
Alright. Shriya's name in Bengali means rock, and he rocks.
Okay, so is this same program?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The next individual helped initially on the program team, came in to help close out a number of the conversations of the sponsorship team, helped jump in to try to figure out how to help in whatever way he could, and that's Shantanu Agarwal. Sponsorship.
We were working in the same box. Fairly was great.
Madhu Hariharan,
Also,
calling DS. Thank you, thank you. So just,
what actually happened with their effort, we were able to figure out that half of the emails were processing, some people are software. If you want, I can give you the new list. Yes, actually.
The three guys from out here, I think we are handed out most of them, but three are here.
yeah. So, Next one is for Mr. Puneet Agarwal, not Dr. Puneet, Mr. Puneet Agarwal. So great job. I think he was working very closely with Pratish, and he has done a fantastic job. And I should say he's an Excel master. Any problem with the Excel spreadsheet? Puneet Agarwal.
Let me add one word.
Thank you. Thank you all. It was great working with you guys. And every day I was here, I was happy from morning till evening. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I wish we get our tickets together for Toronto and go there as a team. Thank you.
That's a good idea.
So one quick thing about me. I've been thinking how to put all these videos online and all that. So suddenly oh, I can do it. And he showed his hand and he said he can try immediately, and he showed a lot of interest. So these are the type of people who take ownership and jump in.
Parag Mathur for sponsorship.
Yes, he came in initially and then he was off for a little bit for more. But at the final time he came in and he took over all the PA handlings. He was,
You were there?
he was here but he left.
Okay.
Tremendous job.
Exhibition. Tulsi Das Shinde. Okay, but thank you Tulsi Das. When Vinay decided that I'm going to Aruba, these guys stepped in. But thanks to Vinay to change his plan and he came back.
Alright.
Thank you very much. But Tulsi came back and said that I can do whatever you want me to do. So thanks to Tulsi, so I'll give it to you. Yeah, Sujana Vera. Yira. She also exhibition tickets. Thank you. Thanks to her. Okay. Thank you. So you can take this, give it to them. Thank you. Rahul Ajmera. Rahul has been a great team player. In fact, he has been working, in fact, he came to me 2-3 times that he has a newborn, I think 3 months?
No, he's 6 months now.
6 months, and this poor guy was trying to arrange for a babysitter so that he should be in the conference, help us, and he did that. He found a babysitter, left it 6 months old there, and he's there helping us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Rahul was interested in getting the Winmar sponsorship.
Oh, Winmar, thank you. So maybe 2 certificates.
Thank you.
Garima Jain. Again, I think she worked with the outreach.
Calling.
Thank you, Garima. Thank you very much. I know she was standing backstage. She said, "Oh, my whole team has gone on the stage. I'm here. I don't know, you go with sponsorship." Nobody will see. So she gave me sponsorship. Business plan competition. Anybody from BBC here? Just take the name.
So we start off with Denise.
Denise was the last.
So first person is Denise Kahuyame, and so she helped with a lot of the stuff working with Suraj on the team.
Piyush Gupta, again with I think business plan competition. Next one is Olina Rene, again with business plan competition. She helped Suraj. Manish Kulkarni, and he helped Suraj the business plan. Raj Kishore Govindu, again business plan. I think Suraj knows what exactly they have done, but whatever they have done a wonderful job. they did fantastic.
So a lot of them were involved with the early stage reviews of all of the business plan competition, all of the business plan submissions. There was over 70 submissions, going through that, coordinating, getting all the information in, reviewing it, narrowing it down to a list of 10. A lot of those people did a lot of that work.
Next one is for Mahesh Joshi. I think he was here. He is from Washington DC. I met him 8-9 months ago when I went to Washington DC. He's basically Professor Mahesh Joshi. And he said, I can help you with the business plan competition. And he was one of the main person when we were doing it here. So a lot of...
He facilitated the whole business plan competition session.
So he was a great team player with Suraj on the business plan. Next one is Simrat Parmar, Dr. Simrat Parmar. I think she was working with Suraj on the business plan. Basically, she's a doctor, so she was helping Suraj on the life sciences business plans coming from that area. So she was an asset to our team. You know, the student volunteer thing, when it came up, it was Sandy's idea. And 15 days before the conference, this idea, let's have student volunteers. So they said, like, how we can do that? We don't have any bandwidth. No chair, co-chair can take the responsibility at this stage. And I don't have anyone to take care of it. He said, no, we'll put a team together and make it happen. And that's the history. You saw what happened. So a great job for these group of women who did a fantastic calling 120 or maybe 130, 40 student volunteers, calling them for the interview, doing the training, going through all the manuals, giving them the t-shirts. Great job. So the first one I would like to recognize is Anju. She's sitting with us. Thank you, Anju. Thank you very much for a great job. I wanted Pratish to give her a certificate. She said, no, you give it. So thank you, Anju. Thank you very much.
That makes sense, just going down the list.
One point related to this was when Dr. Sen, Professor Sen came, he had his lunch at the speaker's lunch, sponsors lunch, and he was walking past the sponsors booth. We had 3 or 4 student volunteers sitting there. We tried to explain to him that what we are trying to do tomorrow, trying to inspire tomorrow for innovation. He listened to it for about 3 steps and then quietly said, I hope they don't charge you for childcare.
So he's always thinking about the economics behind it. All right, so the other student mentors that are there, and again, just to keep this moving forward, going down the list, we had Meenu Garg was there. So a round of applause for Meenu. We had Aarti Khanna was there. Of course, the person that really helped provide a lot of support to the student mentor group was Lubina Bindra. As well as we had Meena Sundaram was there. We had Renu Jain, who coordinated a lot of the work. Supporting Renu, of course, was Alka Agarwal. And to make sure we don't forget somebody that supported that team as well was Shashikant Sarata. Shashikant as well. All right, that's a student mentor team. All right, DK.
Okay.
Okay. What do you guys announce?
Sharmishta Kole. So Mr. was helping a lot.
Backstage.
Technical work.
And she also helped escort from the airport. Next one is Diptabash. He was a late addition. We all participated for those breakout sessions.
Diptabash is our late entry, but very, very powerful entry to the conference. Thank you.
Diptabash, you made a difference because sincerely saying that he did a lot because golf thing was a worry for us because Arjun Sen was trying to organize it from Denver. We didn't have anybody in Houston, and this guy picked up and from A to Z he did everything. And I went for golf. It was fantastic. Thank you very much. You did it, man. Thank you.
Next one is, he was very quiet. He also was a late entry, but he managed the security. Balakrishna Padmanabhan.
One story is that I don't know whether you guys know or not, something interesting happened on Saturday, the main day, that the supervisor, security supervisor, there was a crisis, that guy was completely missing. Friday night he left here and then he didn't go home, he didn't report to his work, and from their office, the security office calling me and saying, "Where is the supervisor?" I said, "What? He is supposed to take care of us and he is missing." So Bala is a PhD mooring engineer. So we made Bala the supervisor for that day and he did the job. Surya is going to give the t-shirt to Bala.
He works for TK.
Yeah, they're in my office.
Next one also a late addition, and he helped us a lot with the hotel, the master account hotel list. Devashish Chaudhary. He's not here, but he was one of those few who started with us during our kickoff, and he was there right until then, but he had to go because of a family issue. Apurva Gupta. And of course, he was a late addition. He would have managed the main plenary stage. Again, due to an unfortunate incident in his family where his father-in-law passed away, he had to go back. Anirban Banerjee. And he also was a very critical component in getting the NOV Gold sponsorship.
These guys came for a lot of meetings but didn't do any work. Give the t-shirt. Okay. This one is a significant.
Yes, I just mentioned about Anirban. He left, maybe he had to go 2 days just before the conference. And we were, TK and I, we were very worried because you can imagine it was a very important position. And TK approached this guy, Rajiv Shah. He is a very familiar figure in the Durgabari and he does all that. At first he was very hesitant, he was starting so cold for this important thing. But he got it delivered. He's not here.
I was at backstage and I was dealing with him. Fantastic guy. Whatever you ask him, he's an answer for that, or he will try to get an answer for you. So he was always there to help the speakers, the panelists, the backstage guys, the AV guys in the back. He was looking after everybody at the backstage. Of course, thanks to TK, there was a big, nice food bar there. So we used to get up, grab a sandwich, get up, grab a drink. So we were having a good time there, but he was doing a fabulous job.
Okay, for the next person, I want to say something. He again was one of those very few who started from the kickoff day and was there all along. He's also here.
He was a very tenacious worker. By what I mean is, if he was told to do something, he would do it. Although he was most of the time in the background. And the thing that he did, BJ was successful, I would say, partly because of him. He coordinated it very well. Subrata Kundre. Well, everyone knows about our food, and he has been a master in this area, and that's why TK and I, when we were thinking about our leads, we couldn't think of anyone else. He is not here. Shubho Shen.
Food plus babysitting for the last 3 days. He was the man because all the wives were calling him. My wife was saying he's more worried about Subho Sen, not about me. Maybe Subho talk to him about the babysitting, but he did a great job.
Again, this one is for one of those who was there from the day one, very high in tempo. He could do anything we wanted him to do. I think he started with registration, but then he helped us run operations with registrations and the speakers lounge. Shantanu. That was Bharat Rao, our other photographer who did a phenomenal job. He came by just for this event.
Thank you. See you. Thank you.
Thank you. In this male-dominated team of operations, the only bright light, Rakhi Lada. She did the family outing, the nanny service, and she did it.
Actually, everybody was here, so you guys don't know, but the family outing thing also went on very well. Only problem was the weather was so cold that Kima board work. They went there, they had lunch, and they didn't want to go out. It was so cold. But Rakhi did a good job.
All right. Incredible team. First of all, if there was one team that represents the vision of IIT AGH, we keep talking about it being all-inclusive. Well, guess what, guys? We have volunteers who are not graduates of IITs. My co-chair is not a graduate from IIT, but he's one of the first trustees. Pulled money out of his pocket, wrote a check to IIT AGH. Okay, so Sunil Mangalkar deserves a huge round of applause. Huge. We get a lot of credit for the program going on time. I'll tell you, this most systematic way the program went is something that got everybody's attention. When we said that we're going to have a hard stop, they knew it was going to be a hard stop. The guy who made that possible, Ishwar Iyer, okay, not an IITian. So and then there was Mohan Natarajan who filled in. He ran not only the pumps and pipes thread, but he filled in for Ishwar when Ishwar had to leave. This is really what the IIT AGH is all about. This is not about the conference. The conference actually created an incredible IIT AGH team, and I feel incredibly proud. Him, you, the next generation, you're too old now. Yeah. But I encourage Puneet and Agrim. Agrim is not an IITian, he's an Aggie. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But the key thing that when you have an event like this, it coalesced people, it galvanized people, and it brought everybody together, you know, and I'm really proud. I mean, it warms the cockles of my heart when I see that. You know, this guy, Ravi, how old? You're kind of borderline, younger than you. This guy, quiet guy working in the corner, you know, we got a lot of kudos yesterday for, I mean, this I'm talking about him and John. About President Vicente Fox, okay? Do you know how we got him? Through his connection, one of his classmates. Him and his classmates. But every time I mention a name, they get a t-shirt, okay? You just throw it. I wish I could. But it was his connection. You know, Rajiv Nair, of course. Incredible amount of time spent with Rajiv, okay? No. The thing is, I like working with people who are detail-oriented because they don't want anything to go wrong. Topon, Dhruvo, hats off to you guys. Next time, we want project managers, offshore rig guys like our friend Sunil, and you guys, project managers, to be responsible for the details, okay? So this is not about, as you said, it's good to have the plan, but then you got to work the plan. It's very important to be able to do that, and my team had it. Puneet, Arun Rajamani, the key thing, I think, that made a difference for these guys is I distributed decision making to them. I just delegated it to them, okay? But I told them two things, be very ambitious, and I don't want to see mediocrity, okay? All the people who initially were part of the program team, who thought that this was a volunteer organization, can be lackadaisical and all that, fell by the wayside very quickly. Very, very quickly. If you didn't show up for a meeting on time, I took you to task, because you're wasting everybody else's time. 4 people, 5 people, could be even 3 people, because we waited for them, okay? One particular instance, I was told this is a volunteer organization. This guy had a business degree, and therefore it is not necessary to have good quality, okay? Seriously, very Ivy League business school. I told him, honestly guy, I really don't know which business school you went to, okay? But there's $1 million at stake here, right? You're spending $1 million. We're going to be spending $1 million. That's number one. The second part of it is, there are going to be about 1,500, 2,000 people coming out here, and they're going to give you 2 days of their lives. What are you going to give them back in return? There is a sense of responsibility out here. I want you to be ambitious, make sure you create good programs. The third thing I told them was, don't be afraid to make decisions, because you have the ability to absorb the risk of a bad decision. You understand what I told them? Just go ahead and do it. Simple, simple. If you make just make decisions. I mean, when you're in the 20s and 30s, you're afraid, am I doing the right thing, wrong thing? I said, just go do it. If you made a mistake, we can fix it. You know, I can take care of this guy and Pratesh and Topon, whoever. But go ahead and make. So, Puneet calls up Jigar Shah, the best known name in renewables, and asks him to come. And the guy says, yes. That just took him off. More dealing, I can just go on in all the cases. But the key thing is, every one of them, I'm really proud of you guys. You know, and I've said that to Sheila, I've shared it with everybody. This conference would not have been what it is, and all the praise that we receive out here. We are just the face because we are on stage. The real credit is to our organization. We really clicked, we all worked extremely well together, and we should use this now as a platform to accomplish something spectacular. This is just the beginning. If we can do this for the first time, just imagine this. This conference was done, this is the first attempt, and getting it right the first time. For us, it wasn't, failure is not an option, is not good enough for us, okay? Because what we needed is perfection first time around. and that's what we did. And I'm proud of every one of you. Really, really, really proud of every one of you for making that happen. Thank you.
There is a young guy in the audience here who I did not know him before the conference. No, until 2 weeks ago, and then he came to our place in one of the meeting, and then we assigned him. Actually, Pradeep gave his name, and then we assigned him into the facilities group. And in the last couple of days, he has done a wonderful job. Young man, Ogrin Savarwa. And by the way, just letting everyone know that anyone he's a mechanical engineer he finished his masters at Texas A&M, and he's looking for jobs. So anyone see opening, please. Forward the lead to Ogrin.
Reliable guy.
Yeah, he's a reliable guy. He'll be there. He's dependable. Thank you.
While most of operations aggressively was spending money, there was one part led by the better haves aggressively trying to sell stuff. And none of them are here, but I'll just make a mention. This was the merchandise sale department. Monica Jha, Madhumita Sengupta, Reva Chopra, and Vaishali Roy. Please give them a big round of applause. Yeah, the certificates and the t-shirts are here. Ladies t-shirt, by the way. So, where's Satish?
Next on the list, straight from Aruba back in Houston, Vinay Mehta. So Vinay, thank you very much for whatever you have done. Yeah. I roped him in almost 12 months ago. We went out for lunch, and he said, "Look, I'm a weekday boy because weekend I'm back with my family in New Jersey." So I thought that's fantastic, because once you don't have a family, Monday to Friday, you can work for us, IDAGH. So this is a perfect fit for this exhibition. Thank you very much for what you have done, Vinay. Thank you. I'm sorry, yeah, he got us Central, $15,000 sponsorship. Thank you very much, Vinay. Thank you. Dada, Surjit Das Gupta. He's not there again. I don't have to tell you guys what he has done, and we owe him a lot, so keep it on the side. Richard D'Souza, co-chair sponsorship. He used to always call me, Kiviti, I'll not be able to make it for this meeting. So I'm not sure which meeting he came. But he used to call me once, Kiviti, I can't make it today. But anyway, he's a busy man, but thank you very much. Yeah, but no, I think
he worked for him.
That's good. So made for him. So thanks to Richard. So next one from Finance, Prabhu Murugan, co-chair Finance. In spite of his busy schedule working with Shell, he was able to devote time and able to work with Abhijit on the profit and loss statement and financials. And I think I need Abhijit and Prabhu more now when we are closing the account. So they are still working, and they have to work another couple. So Abhijit, you want to give it to him, or should I give it? Thank you.
I think he was the chair and I was the co-chair.
Pradeep is here? No, he's left. So, okay, I think as Pradeep said, one of our stars in our team, one of a non-IITian who has proven that he has the same passion like us for this conference, Sunil Bangakar. We owe him a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. The next one on my list is a guy which has been working for last maybe 12 months. And the good thing is, I should say, the difficult part was, he has never met us. He was working from Atlanta for 10 months on the computer. And he was just like one of us in Madras Pavilion meeting every Thursday, Siddharth Sinha. Huge round of applause for him. Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you. You know one thing, this guy, he came to Houston on Tuesday, and immediately he landed. He sent an email to everyone. I am in town, let me know what I have to do.
Where are the meetings so I can come?
Yes. So, passionate guy, thank you very much what you have done. Thank you.
Thank you all. Actually, when I started, I did not know it will be so much of work. So, he said it will be just 4 hours every week. And it looked like I was just working, my official work became 4 hours every week. So, rest was this one. So, it was really fun. We did a lot of things. I had a lot of interaction with a lot of people, good friends. Shiladitya, one of those. I was interacting with her all the time. With all the advertisement, all the sponsorship that was jumping in. I was interacting with Ravi also. So, Josefa, Shalja. So on the brochure work, she has done a wonderful work. We were very happy with what she has done. With everybody, with all the members over here, I think I'm glad that you all accepted me in without even seeing my face, because all of you were friends, you know each other. So we were just interacting most of the time with the emails and all that. So I'm really proud to be associated with you all guys. Thank you all.
Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you very much. When I used to call him Sid, he said, no, don't call me Sid, I'm Siddharth. So Siddharth, thank you. Next one is one of the most senior team member, Pradeep Anand. And without him, we would not have done what we have done today. So huge round of applause for Pradeep. Do you have to give it? Okay. Jokes aside, Martha Chatterjee, what he has done for marketing, what he has done for the logos, what he has done for the brochure, what we saw on the stage, what we saw outside in each and every breakout room, what we saw the banner, Sunday's volunteer room, credit goes to Partha. Partha, man, you have done a lot. So, basically, he was the face of this conference. Any media, any news going out to Indo-American, Voice of Asia, anybody, he was the face of the conference. So what we have achieved today, all the appreciation, everything went through marketing, and we are proud of it. Thank you, Partha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I just wanted to say really thanks to all of you. You know, I'm a type type of personality, and I've had run-ins with quite a few of the people. But you know, I want the perfect thing, and I apologize if if staff, I sometimes lose track of time. I've called you, texted you at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and expecting, and Vivek knows that, Shailaja knows that, but what you guys have delivered, I really thanks. I appreciate it. Tremendously appreciate it. And also, one of the things I wanted to do after the conference is that you guys being, everyone who has not done a conference, big conference, some of us have done big conferences, okay, that you are confident. And I'll just leave it with the statement in computer science jargon. Tri-State Automata, 0, 1 and 5. And I explained this to Viti, is that once you do a successful conference, Houston becomes a 5. That means, what is the default venue? New York cannot do it, San Francisco cannot do it. Oh, Houston, they have a great team, they will do it. That's what we have on after the conference. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha, thank you. You know, he speaks from his heart. He's pretty... Pratish.
All right, so next up we have a person that truly helped to put this conference on the map and was one of the foundational pillars for what was needed. So if you think about the program, the speakers, and then the registration, right? Trying to set Houston apart and really put Houston on the map in terms of setting the bar on not just reaching out to the people in Houston, but then reaching out to the people in the greater Houston area, and then reaching out to the people in Texas, and then reaching out to the people across the United States, and then finally across the world. Please join me in recognizing Hemant Jha.
Okay, thank you. So before I start, let me recognize my team, because I don't think a person does a job by himself, right? So I recognize 3 team members who were here, but I'll go through the whole list first. Manjesh had been instrumental in, there's a lot of background work which goes on in the outreach. You get tons and tons of feedback and emails, and you have to respond to each one of them methodically, go on day in and day out. So Manjesh helped out in that. Lalit started initially, then he moved to Toronto, and from Toronto he was helping out. He was also helping out in IDB outreach actually, so sending out emails to contacting IDB. We had organized each IIT differently. List of IITs, Lalit was helping out in IIT Bombay. Puneet Agrawal, apart from the offline registration, he was helping out in IIT We had another guy in IIT who was Krishna Kumar. I don't see him here. Okay. We had recruited both Puneets actually. I don't know if you guys know, but the program actually stole the first Puneet from us. So we found another Puneet, yes. But his wife, I don't know how many of you know, there were guys coming from India and we had to send them visa letters. And Vishakha Agrawal, which is Puneet's wife, she was helping out setting up all the visa letters and sending to them. Then we had Garima Jain, you saw that, Rahul Ajmera. Both of these were IIT Delhi, and I was giving them a list of 100 people to call, and they would methodically go through each one of them and reach out and call. Manzil Kohli, he was from Chicago, same deal. He was helping out Puneet and Gaurav Agrawal and IIT Kanpur outreach. Then we reached out to other cities outside Houston, and then when we went to San Antonio, Venki helped us out in San Antonio. Navneet helped out us in Austin. Then we had a group of volunteers who were not exactly initially part of ITAGH, but they showed interest actually. They came forward looking for help and outreach, and a few of them which worked out great actually. You could see the change in momentum in last 2 months of the conference actually. And the way it was done was Ayush Rastogi, Abhishek, Pradeep Vasu, Saurabh Das, Sudeep Ramchandran, Jay Zah, all of these were calling in and day out actually. Apart from that, we had in Austin, Anurag helped us out in terms of conducting and organizing the event at Austin. So there were the volunteers who were helping out, and as I said, touched before, there were people who were outside the outreach who were helping out. Pradeep Anand, and more specifically, I would like to recognize a man who, obviously everyone knows without him this conference will not be where it is. And I would like him to stand up and probably take a round of applause. Sundri Sundarajan. I'm glad to say I lost a bet with him actually, so I have to buy him a drink now.
A bottle of wine.
Okay.
We're going down now.
No, drink was the bet. 1200 was the target. That was the bet.
Yes.
Hemant did.
But-
By the way, sir, my name is Srinivas.
Okay.
Just teasing.
I have already recognized another person, Ravi Gudeti. In the outreach, actually, I learned a few lessons. If someone comes to you and says, I can get 50 people, 100 people to outreach and register him, just ignore him. He's not telling the truth. If somebody comes and tells you you can register 15 people, that's the truth. Because he is going to call individually and reach out to them, and that makes a difference, actually. So, apart from that, the stuff which Lalit, Manjesh helped out during the conference, it was amazing. There were a lot of changes which were happening on the banquet dinner itself. We were not sure how many tickets we were selling. We didn't stop selling the tickets, we kept on going actually. And we sold somewhere around 70 to 100 tickets actually yesterday.
I got the number total walk-in registration was 178. Wow. 178 walk-ins. This number was today morning, maybe 10 o'clock. So between 10 and 2, maybe there might be 5, 10 more. So 178 was today morning.
Stopping the selling actually. Against the decision of all the team members which we had upstairs, I just went on my own. So
I spoke with the event ready again 10 o'clock in the morning today. They said we have given away 1,580 badges, 1580, 10 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, so that was the amount of number of people who checked in. We had close to 1,700, 1,750 of the total number which we had in the conference. Okay, so that's the whole answer.
Yeah, again, one of the most senior member in our team and a very mature and person we go to advice for all the time, Abhijit Gadkar. So Abhijit, thank you very much for what you have done. Thank you very much.
I just want to say, one thing, we had a very compact team, just 3 or 4 people, but they worked really well together, and it was interchangeable. I mean, a lot of time, unfortunately, I had a new job. I was also part of another organization, and traveling a lot. And these guys just stepped in, and you couldn't tell the difference. So I just thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sponsorship side, we can add that they have been very prompt in generating the universities, helping us.
Again, one of our most senior member in our team, which was working in the background, basically working with me on the insurance and on other things which we were stuck. Subha Vishwanathan. get a compliment from Subba, that is the compliment. So he gave me a compliment today.
Yes.
This was great. So that means he has gone through everything and he's given you that. So that means a big thing for me. So Subba is very happy with the conference. Yeah. So as you know, we all have been working very hard for the last 18 months, but we should not forget that the person who really worked hard to get this conference in Houston, and maybe for the last 4 years, was Rupa Gill. So she was one of our advisors, and initially, maybe 2 years ago, she was working hard. She got the conference in Houston, gave us an opportunity to deliver it, but we are thankful to her, and this is a certificate for Rupa Gill, our conference advisor. Yeah, this one again, when we started working in the team and we were going through a lot of changes, some change in the committees and everything, but this person was working with us initially for 3 months and he was advising us, Murthy Devakurni. Thank you to Murthy for being an advisor to the conference. Thank you, Murthy. So he's the bond. He is the bond. All the food we have taken, all the drinks, all the snacks, all the desserts, everything related to operations, he was the person who made it happen. None other than Tapan Kumar Das. So he's not in the audience. He has gone for his interview, but yeah.
You know, when I first approached Tapan to work on this, he said, and I wish he was here, he's gone for an interview, that's the last slot he has. He didn't have an interview slot ever because he was always busy. His first statement was, hey, I don't know any of these guys, how can I go and do this? But you know, I knew to pull this thing off with the lack of conference experience that this team has, Tapan can do it, and we needed him, and he sure delivered. I'm really happy for it.
So when he said, I don't know these guys, I gave him a solution.
Yes.
I said, no, give me $1,500, become a trustee, so you'll know everyone. So he became an IDAG trustee first. Then he came in the conference. So thank you, Tapan, thank you very much. Again, on a serious note, these names I am calling today, they have really done great work. Like I can't explain in 1 minute or 30 seconds, but hats off to them. Dhruva goes. Sincere, thank you, Dhruva. Thank you very much. One more. When Tapan was having fun in Brazil, this guy was in Houston, working all. So thank you, Dhruva, once again.
Hey, Vicky, one of the best moments of Dhruva was waving his blazer on the stage. He has another dancing skills. And his kids were saying, Daddy, Daddy. You know, that's fantastic.
That was not Dhruva, that was Black Label. The next person, I really want everyone to stand up in his honor. And without him, this conference was not possible. And I'm sincerely telling, and you know this person. Take a guess. Everybody know. I don't want to take his name.
He looks good.
He is our Mr. America, Sandy Srinivasan. Given to him, but he's the person who helped in every team. So he was the person I used to reach out to him, any problem, and he told me that anything comes to you, give it to me, I'll take care of it. And whatever statement you make, just go and make it. If somebody says, who has said, tell Sandy has told, but let me know what you have told. So this unconditional support for the conference given to the chair and co-chair for the last 18 months. Sandy Srinivasan.
Wow, thank you, Vadi, and Pratish and everybody. The first part is usually very, very dangerous to take names, I guess, right? So the first part, you'll be hoping that I don't take your name. And the second part, I won't risk taking names because there are so many of them, okay? So I want you to recognize some of these guys, yeah. Oh yeah, that's fantastic, yeah, fantastic. None other than thing that I would listen to probably 5 or 6 times a day, Vidi Bindra. Alright, I got that. Okay? So here's the recap. None other than Pradesh. Guys, this is not possible. The details are important.
The guys, listen to me.
I'm coming to that. In fact, it's to be a little bit more precise. Listen, guys. Here's one thing you all have to understand. His favorite line is Pranivana, right? He's like, Sandy, this is a serious concern to me, Mr. Partha Chatterjee. A number of times we've had that conversation, right? Okay. Anyway, so to get on to, I guess, more serious aspects of this whole conference, it's been absolutely wonderful, of course. But like the various action items assigned, I guess, I'm moving into the mode of what next, right? So one of the things phenomenal for me that has occurred, and a lot of discussions with Sheila specifically on the subject as we work together, is the tremendous networks that we have developed as a result. I mean, we have made some phenomenal friends as a result of this conference, people that we didn't know before. This was not the reason for us doing the conference, but this is a very important side effect that I would encourage all of you to capitalize on. Right? Use that in your networks, in your professional business dealings going forward. As TK rightly did, there was a young gentleman looking for a job, etc. So we need to come together to help people like that, right? The other thing I would urge all of you who have not been part of the IIT alumni of Greater Houston prior to this conference to be a part of it. To be a part of it, be involved, be as engaged as you were with this conference. We teach math at tough high schools and middle schools in Houston. We mentor back to helping others in that sense of helping our family, if you like. And we network. So I tremendously encourage all of you to get involved with that, right? The other thing, action items, I guess, going forward, is what has come out of this conference? So I mentioned a couple of things that has come out of the conference for us, right, in terms of networks. But really, as a team, we've got to sit together and brainstorm and get some tactical specifics that we can talk to the world about. Let me give you some examples. Because I happened to be privileged to attend an IIT KGP meet yesterday, one thing I can tell you that I know as a fact that's come out of the conference is $1 million has been donated to creating a new school in West Bengal. So let's recognize Ashok Desakar here in this room for doing it. Right? Please. Now, I know that by chance, because I happen to be in that room. How many such other IIT alumni meets have happened? What has come out of those meets? Yeah, so go ahead.
Someone just now, I'm not confirmed, but I got the news from someone that the President Fox had engaged IIT Kharagpur to be a consultant on, of course, payment basis to help him to have an IIT, MIT, Mexico Institute of Technology in Mexico. And IIT Kharagpur will be helping him to have that institute in Mexico on a consulting basis.
Excellent. Which therefore tells me there's always room for improvement, because the next time he engages IIT Delhi, he'll see that difference. So, really strong action items, right? In terms of getting with all the IIT directors to find out has there been any research collaboration that has come out of this conference. Getting together with all the chapter presidents to find out the stuff like this, if anything has really come out for us. Getting together with Suraj and checking if there's any business plan that's come out as a result of this conference. Stuff like that. So that we can capture also the value. But I tell you, if I want to singularly point out one thing, so many comments came to me. We were actually planning not to attend this conference because of our experience of the last conference. Okay? I don't mean to be negative. I don't mean to be saying that the last conference was bad. But look at the positive spin to this. Look at the number of people that will attend the next conference because of our conference, right? That's a value that should not be missed. It should not, we shouldn't forget to kind of capture that in some way. With that, without taking the names of anybody, you have all become part of my family, and from the bottom of my heart, sincere thanks.
Thank you, Shelly. Thank you very much. So,
One line. You know, having been involved with other organizations, when Sandy said he will be advisor, I felt really bad, and I have told this to Sandy. I have a very bad dreams about advisors. People who sit down behind, don't do nothing. Their name is not on the stage. Their behind is not on the line. They deliver. The conference becomes good. They get the glory. Conference fails. They don't. That was my concept. So why are they not putting their names? And then to see Pradeep Anand and Sandy Srinivasan moving from advisor and doing everything possible to make this conference successful. Thank you, boss. Thank you.
Just a quick comment on that, if I may. So Partha is absolutely right? So when we say when you point one finger, four fingers pointing at yourself, honest acceptance in front of everybody. One of the biggest bits of advice that I gave Viti right in the beginning was don't take the conference. I'm totally honest, right? It's too big, it's a lot of work. We were doing good things with the IIT alumni Viti Houston. Today, categorically, I can stand in front of you, look you in the eye and say, I'm so happy that you did it. For all the reasons that I outlined earlier, okay? So, Partha, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next one, I have, of course, a very special person, Meena Sundaram. I have to get a second certificate printed. The first one was Meena with Sandy's Srinivasan. I said, no, that's wrong. So I got Meena Sundaram now. So Meena, thank you very much for helping in the student volunteering area. Thank you very much. And thank you for sparing Sandy for us.
Okay, so I guess I've been given the honor of one of my favorite jokes being the West Indian fast bowler, mic holding, right? So, I'm still holding the mic. So, the next one, and once again, I would request all of you to stand up for this one, the announcement that I'm going to make, please. This guy has been absolutely the pillar of the conference. He was being referred to many times as the man of steel, not because of the sustainability, technology, education, energy and life sciences, but as a man of steel. I have seen our entire team, including myself, lose our cool on one occasion or the other, but never this guy. Incredible hard work. You should have seen backstage, those of you had I had the privilege of being backstage, the level of detailed scripting that was presented to everybody, right down to the minute. I wanted to give it up. The whole roof should go down for Pratish Kanal.
So I guess I have to say it's definitely a tough act, following Sunday. But in some ways, it is very easy, because if I think about it, it really was, the whole group here that helped. And when I specifically think about what we've accomplished, I think about what the IDHEH brand is today compared to 18 months ago. Imagine talking to somebody and saying, yeah, we're part of that organization, and they say, oh, you're the guys that hosted that global conference here, right? Completely different level to which we've elevated the organization that we're part of. But with that, it is one of those things where I think all of us need to figure out, and as Sunny said, how do we take that and continue that momentum forward? So I think this conference has been incredible for Partha said, getting Houston on the map, getting IDHEH on the map, getting everybody here on a certain map where people said, yeah, Houston, can they really host a conference? Well, now they know that Houston can host a conference better than San Jose, that was from Sanjeev Sahai, the 2007 chair, better than Washington, D.C., that was from Suresh Shenoy, the 2005 chair. So if you think about that, that's just been incredible, right? So Manishi Sanyal as well, 2003 chair, lots of compliments, right? The other piece to this is, and what I really appreciated about the team, and this becomes part of any team going forward. Everybody has to basically check egos at the door, come in, do what needs to be done. And there's got to be that right chemistry of everybody stepping in, trying to figure out what they need to do, when they need to do it, how they need to do it. At some point, somebody's going to have a personal situation, they need to leave the country, they need to spend time somewhere, they need to be overseas. I know I had that, I know Witty had that, I know various other people had that at various points in time. Nothing stopped, even with all of that happening. So it's just incredible to see that. I know somebody asked me the tough question, which is, what team would I pick? And when you looked at everybody back there, there really wasn't a team, right? It was everybody together. So, with that, that's what I am really proud of, and that's what I really gained out of this whole thing, which is a whole new family that I can lean on. So, thank you, everybody.
Absolute honor, Pratish, to have worked with this conference. All right, with that, guys, we conclude the. Just teasing, just teasing. So, we had. So those of you that have been involved in IDHEH know that I'm very, very passionately involved in it. I was involved in founding it along with a few others and so on. And Witty came on. In fact, Witty is the fourth president, right? So it's been, after me was Rupa, then was Prabhu, and then it's Witty. And I remember the first sign of madness that I saw in this man, right, was he wanted to put together a rock concert. I said, what are you doing? This is a hell of a lot of work. These are all volunteers with day jobs. This is not going to be easy. But the passion, the drive, that what I call that bindas attitude, we will do it, and he delivered. I gave him the same advice like I told you a few minutes ago for this conference. I said, don't touch this one. This is huge, this is big. The complete, what I call the pizzazz and the verve and the confidence that comes with it. I even told him a famous Tamilian saying that I translated for him. The translation roughly goes something like this. Only the chicken that's laid the egg knows the pain in the backside, right? That's a rough translation of that. Completely water off a duck's back as far as Witty was concerned, right? And he did it. So, and a couple of more things I will share, even though it's getting late on in the day, because I believe it's very important. A lot of things he didn't even share with me, which I happened to find out. Witty runs his own business. His own business even was suffering as a result of the conference. he did not even let that impact any one of us. I know how much of stress he was under, right? But he didn't let any of that affect any one of us. Just for that one thing alone, I want you to give him a round of applause, and I want to carry on. See, his phone's still ringing. So, if I could request all of you to stand up for a man who's going to come to the mic and try and be witty, but will always be the witty that we know. Give it up for Witty Bindra.
Thank you very much. This means a lot to me. Getting it from Sunday, this means a lot to me. Thank you, Sunday. Thank you very much. No. The guys, no more speeches. As I started the conference, sweet and like I told the people, relax, sit and enjoy the conference. We are celebrating success. We are celebrating friendship here. But I would like to tell everyone, thank you very much, because I was passionate. I said, we should do this one. And when I talked to Pan IIT, they said, look, hey, these conferences are held in East and West Coast, never in Texas. And how many people come for your events, IIT EGH? And I was scratching my head. It has never been more than 80, 90 people. They're asking me to get 1,000 plus people. And a lot of people told me, including Sunday, it will be a very tough task. Because all the time we're doing IIT events for 70, 80, 90 people. But I think everything worked well. We came out and saw the passion, and people came, I think they came out of the woods to make this thing happen. It was a pride. And I just want to share a couple of things with all of you. One was Mr. Desh Deshpande. And he said, I don't go for these conferences, but I am so pleased I came for this one. This thing means a lot to us. He doesn't have to thanks to us, but he said, I'm so pleased I came for this conference. I got the same compliment from Renu and Suresh Kator. He said, we go for a lot of conferences, but this is something different. I got this compliment from Vijay and his wife Guradia. He said, thanks for inviting us. We are not IITians, but thank you very much, you guys. You think we are one of you. So thank you. Maybe 10 times he said, thanks me. President Fox, he said, can you do this conference in Mexico? And Pan IIT guy was standing next to me. He said, no, I need Houston guys to do it, not Pan IIT.
My advice is still no.
So no, I told President Fox, let me breathe. Let me have some, enjoy my married life with my wife. So anyhow, the bottom line is these compliments you get, like Andrew Gold. I was escorting him when he was coming down to his car. He said, look, I go for a lot of technical and energy-related conferences with his French and English accent. He said, the way you have, I've just come and I've seen your timeline, I've seen how you're going, I've seen the backstage, how you guys are operating, time-wise, this. I am really impressed. It's one of the best conferences I've ever attended. And that gentleman came here only for 4 hours. And person like Andrew Gold. So, big crowd. He was on the stage, and he came down the stage. I was standing there. He said, Witty, I'm sorry. I said, what happened, sir? He said, my time was till 5 o'clock. See the clock, it's 5:01. I'm late by 1 minute. I'm sorry for that. So we have set very, very high standards. And thanks to all of you for making it happen. And going forward, I think, as Pratish said, IIT EGH, we are on the global map now. The people from Delhi are asking us, hey, help us. Toronto asking us to help us. They want Houston team to help us in all the conferences. So I think we have done something. Now the only thing is we have to go from this level to next level. Not in the conferences, but what we can do as our charter. We have to deliver
education, mentoring and networking, ITAGH, how we can use the network we have, how we can use the resources we have, how we can use these all big names we have, Mr. Deshpande and all this, to use them for our three main things for our ITAGH, networking, education and mentoring. So now maybe next 2-3 months, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, we'll sit together and see what's next. So let's keep the tempo, let's keep on meeting once a quarter, and let's keep on thinking outside the box. And East Parker told me, look, if you need any help, let me know. Now we have reached the stage. If we don't do anything for 6 months, it'll fade out. So we are riding high on the wave right now, just make it happen. So next 90 days we have to have a strategy in place and see how we can contact this mayor and Mrs. Kator and all these people and see how these guys can help us to achieve our objective. So put on the thinking caps, let's sit after 6 weeks and see what we can get from them. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, TK came late. I really said a lot of good things about you. Should I repeat it? No. No, TK, on a serious note, man, this conference would have not happened without you. I saw the way you're working at the Rock for Charity. Because Dr. Ghosh, when I met him, Subrata Ghosh, I said, who will be doing the operation? He said, oh, I've got a guy, Tapun. I said, who's Tapun? So I saw you at the University of Houston. And the way arranging daru for people outside, letting people go inside, you were a bond. You were fantastic. So that was the confidence I got. And then Partha and you guys said, we'll do it, we can do it. So thank you, TK. Thank you for every detail. Even taking care of Usha Uttab. She wanted dal, chawal and vegetable at 11 o'clock at night. And his team, within half an hour, the food was delivered. So he was able to make happen anything in the conference. You ask him anything, it was happening. Sandy wanted a cup of tea with honey. 10 minutes, boom, backstage. So thanks TK for arranging everything. I'm just giving an example. Having honey, tea and honey, maybe within 15 minutes he got it. So that's TK. So thank you TK for doing this. Come on TK. I made a good friend, man. Thank you TK, thank you very much.
Just one thing I want to say before, as it's over. During this last few days, I lost, I have my own shortcomings, I know that, okay? And that I scream to my best friends. I do that sometimes. I scream, I swear, I say things that I know I should not be saying it, but that is how I am. You guys have to, this is the way I am. Please accept me that way. Thank you.